When people ask me what I like about MDRC, I always tell them two things. And the first is always the mission, and the second is the people. I feel like there's not that many people who get to come to work every day and work for an organization that really is making a difference and is really trying hard to grapple with many of the challenges facing our country. And then that I get to do it alongside people who are really smart and really dedicated and really thoughtful. I just feel so fortunate that that is the environment that I get to come to every day. I taught first grade for several years, and then I taught third grade. It was the hardest thing I think that I've ever done, but also the most rewarding, and also something that just really opened my eyes to, one, I think the promise of so many children who people don't always look to and see all of the things and their potential, but also all of the challenges both that they faced and that the system itself faced. That was the way that I got into education and really became passionate about trying to do something to help those students and to think about, what they needed and what their families needed. And being able to come to MDRC really allowed me to draw on that experience in the classroom and in my school and think about what are some of the solutions to those challenges? How can MDRC do research that can inform the challenges that schools are facing? How can we help develop information for policymakers and for practitioners that will help really improve their practice in order to help students succeed? So one of the things for me that I like about the work I get to do at MDRC is that I get to work with lots of nonprofits, both in the education space, but also, who are working with parents and children, or who are working with low-wage workers, with people who are in sectoral training programs. And so I think a lot about, from the standpoint of a nonprofit, what does it feel like and mean to have a place like MDRC coming in and really looking carefully at what you're doing, and can they really understand your program, and can they think about how to improve it? The hat that I'm always wearing to those conversations is that I started a nonprofit organization called Classroom Champions with my brother, Steve Messler. We started it going into his third and final Olympic Games. He was an Olympic bobsledder, and we do a year-long mentorship program where Olympic and Paralympic athletes and some college and university athletes and professional athletes are connected with students throughout the course of the year, focused on really helping to develop their social and emotional skills. So when I started at MDRC, I was doing research focused only in our K-12 education policy area. Over time, I shifted into a role where I get to do development and external affairs work. And so now my role is really a broader role, thinking about our education pipeline, think about the challenges that schools or practitioners are facing, but also work with people in the field who are doing really amazing things and find the things that they're doing and help them think about how to make them even better, or how to figure out the best ways to share them and the best ways to spread some of those best practices.